An arc flash is defined by NFPA 70E 2021 edition as a dangerous condition associated with the possible release of energy by an electric arc. The definition continues in informational note number 1. An arc flash hazard may exist when energized electrical conductors or circuit parts are exposed when they are within equipment in a guarded or enclosed condition, provided a person is interacting with the equipment in such a manner that would cause an electric arc. Now, under normal operating conditions, enclosed energized equipment that has been properly installed and maintained, it's not likely to pose an arc flash hazard, okay? According to the definition, it is the release of energy. So what does that mean exactly? It's basically the electric breakdown of the resistance of the air, resulting in an electric arc, which can occur where there's sufficient energy in an electrical system and a path to ground or lower voltage. Arc flash is the explosive release of energy when electrical current jumps the distance from one conductor to another, or when it jumps from one conductor to ground. That jump is called an arc. Flash refers to the release of light and heat energy. Lightning would be an example of an arc flash when current jumps from the sky to the ground. The results are heat, light, and pressure wave, which we hear as thunder. In the US, the thermal severity of the arc flash hazard is measured in calories per centimeter squared. This is the amount of heat that is generated in a specific area. There are multiple hazards associated with an arc flash. Regarding the thermal hazard, any thermal hazard greater than 1.2 calories per centimeter squared is considered a significant hazard that could result in a second-degree burn or worse to any person sustaining the hazard. When an arc flash occurs, the flash is immediate, but the results can cause severe injury. Over 2,000 times a year, workers are admitted to burn centers for extended injury treatment caused by arc flash. An electrical hazard is defined by NFPA 70E as a dangerous condition such that contact or equipment failure can result in electric shock, arc flash burn, thermal burn, or blast. When an arc flash occurs, there are a multitude of hazards that can occur as well. When an arc flash study is performed, however, the resulting incident energy in calories per centimeter squared that is calculated after running the study using sophisticated electrical engineering software, it only provides the information regarding the thermal hazard, however, which is the amount of heat generated. And using these results only provides the employer with required PPE for the thermal hazard alone. Other hazards involved in the incident can include extreme sound, shrapnel from equipment, molten metal, bright light, poisonous gases, and we're going to talk about those right now. So let's talk about extreme sound. Great pressures can be created from the extreme sound that occurs when the arc flash occurs. This pressure has been known to cause electrical workers, to be thrown across rooms. The pressure has been calculated to be as high as 2,000 pounds per foot squared. Shrapnel. An arcing fault contained within equipment could generate a pressure wave large enough to cause the destruction of the equipment, causing it to come apart, causing the parts of the enclosure to become hazardous shrapnel. This hazardous shrapnel can penetrate the body, causing severe injuries. Molten metal. Molten metal is generally from the liquefying of the bus material that is used within electrical equipment cabinets. Copper is generally the preferred choice of metal when it comes to electrical bus material. Copper bus is soft, it's malleable, it's ductile metal, it's very high thermal and electrical conductivity. With arc flash temperatures exceeding 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit and copper's melting point at 1,984 degrees Fahrenheit, the copper doesn't stand a chance in that amount of heat. Spraying droplets of molten metal exceeding speeds of 700 miles per hour can easily penetrate standard PPE or personal protective equipment. This leaves the employee severely exposed to this particular hazard. Let's talk about bright light. Electrical arcs, when controlled and fed by limited energy, produce very bright light and are used in a variety of industrial applications, including welding and plasma cutting. If you've ever seen a welder, then you may have noticed the helmet with the shield attached. In addition, they generally have some sort of curtain that's wrapped around them to keep others from accidentally looking over at the process. This is due to the extremely bright light that occurs when an electrical arc is produced. The resulting light produced by the arc can temporarily and, in some cases, even permanently blind or cause eye damage to the employee. Poisonous gases. The burning of material and insulation results in gases that are toxic to the human body. In addition, when inhaled, this ionized gas can cause severe burns to the airways and lungs. Electrical shock hazards. Although a separate hazard from arc flash specifically, electrical shock is a topic that is covered by many electrical safety standards, and we believe it's definitely worth touching on and discussing. Shock hazards occur when an individual contacts exposed energized electrical components. In cases of higher voltages, the individual only has to approach the exposed electrical components, as the electricity can jump the air gap if the resistance through the air is low enough.